take a look at how Tata Motors is moving India forward. Well, that was an exciting start, ladies and gentlemen. And we are all set to move India forward with Tata Motors.
When you think of an origin, you think of the divine or the Big Bang. But origin is timeless. We started today's journey 77 years ago in 1945, and then in 54, then in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and even the 21st century. Every decade has seen a new origin and a bolder progression. Inventing, innovating, improving. To reach exactly where we need to be. The cusp of another origin. Imagine a place that transcends concept, design, safety, technology, comfort, connectivity, well-being. Not easy, is it? Kamal never imagined that he would experience the warmth of a school bus again, far, far away from India. Working in a different city means Sameer can still drive back home safely and comfortably every day. It wasn't easy for Kavya to imagine that the medicines her grandmother urgently needed in the village could be delivered in just an hour. It wasn't easy for Aisha to imagine that she would one day make India's best SUVs in an all-women team. It wasn't easy for your grandmother to imagine an India where traveling could be enjoyable, with expressways bringing villages closer to towns and bridges connecting cities separated by sea. Connecting aspirations is what we do at Tata Motors. It's in our DNA. We have been doing it since 1945, through every decade and in every sphere. Crafting the past, shaping the present, envisioning the possibilities of the future. Connecting people, aspirations, ambitions, opportunities, ideas, dreams, and also visions. We created a world that we envisioned. Now, it needs to flourish. Like this ever-growing mission of ours to move towards safer mobility. Like this progression towards new dimensional innovations for a smarter tomorrow. Like this shift beyond conceptual design, enabling a multiverse of experiences. Like our pledge towards building a greener ecosystem. Like this movement of ours that has been taking India forward for decades now and continues to do so. Forever growing, forever accelerating. You see, for India is also in Tata Motors' DNA. And our vision is to keep India moving. Tata Motors, moving India. Safer, smarter, greener.
And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tata Motors Pavilion at Auto Expo 2023. I am Sonali Gupta and I am honored to be your host for the day. Well, truly, we are so pleased and excited to see so many of our members from media and press gathered here in such huge numbers to be a part of this historical moment as Tata Motors moves India forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this truly has been a year of growth for Tata Motors. Well, diverse mobility solutions, a lot of changing customer preferences, electrification and sustainability policies that have been advancing constantly have been bringing up some disruptive solutions, giving rise to transformative changes and moving India forward. We at Tata Motors have always believed in being at the forefront of any technological transformation. And today we are absolutely delighted because we have amongst us our leadership team that has been taking the baton forward. It is a moment of great pleasure as I introduce you all and welcome amongst us our top leadership team. Please welcome them with a big round of applause. Our chairman, Tata Sons and Tata Motors, Mr. N. Chandrasekaran. Well, he'll be joining us shortly. Thank you. Our Executive Director, Tata Motors, Mr. Girish Wagh. Welcome, sir. The Managing Director, Tata Motors Passenger Vehicles Limited and Tata Passenger Electric Mobility, Mr. Shailesh Chandra. The Chief Financial Officer, Mr. P.B. Balaji. Chief Human Resources Officer, Mr. Ravindra Kumar. Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Rajendra Petkar. Chief Purchase Officer, Mr. Thomas Fluck. Welcome, gentlemen. It's an honor. And ladies and gentlemen, going ahead, we all know that mobility has become pivotal for social and economic growth. It is changing how India moves, redefining people movement and logistics to accelerate the wheels of economy. We today have with us the Executive Director, Tata Motors, Mr. Girish Wagh, to tell us more on how Tata Motors' commercial vehicle business is going to transform mobility. But before he takes on the stage, we have a transforming mobility AV for all of you. Go ahead and take a look.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure to reconvene at this grand event of Auto Expo 2023 and showcase our vision and aspirations for a safer, smarter, and sustainable future. Today, the world is evolving and witnessing changes at an unprecedented scale and speed. As our chairman has rightly articulated earlier, the global megatrends of sustainability, digital, and safety are irreversible. At Tata Motors Commercial Vehicles, we are leading these trends and transforming mobility in India with deeper commitment and proactive actions towards zero emissions. We are reimagining our entire product portfolio as well as the operations with a specific goal to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2045. From a commercial vehicle industry perspective, the transition towards net zero will be a progressive journey. Over the coming years, India is likely to balance its energy portfolio more actively across multiple fuel options. This necessitates a combination of powertrain options from conventional fuels to natural gas to blended and biofuels and further to zero emission battery electric and finally hydrogen-based propulsion. We at Tata Motors have charted a clear roadmap that would enable our customers to seamlessly transition towards clean and commercially viable mobility solutions. Today, we are showcasing 14 such vehicles and concepts that are going to shape this journey towards a sustainable future. These 14 concepts and products comprise 4 natural gas powered models, 2 fuel agnostic new generation architectures, 5 battery electric vehicles, 2 hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles, and finally, 1 hydrogen internal combustion engine vehicle. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our chairman, Mr. N. Chandrasekaran, and Mr. Noel Tata to be with us here today. Thank you. So I explained about the 14 exhibits that we have here today that depict our sustainable transition. But that's not all. Beyond products, we also have exhibits that will include, number 1, the Fleet Edge, which is the next generation digital platform to improve the transporters business. The second one is Sampurna Seva, our bouquet of value-added services. And finally, e-Dukaan, our online marketplace for spares and consumables. Let me introduce these exhibits, starting with the natural gas options. Today, we are showcasing 2 new pickup models, namely Intra Bifuel and Yodha CNG. Both come with the highest payload in their category and will cater to multiple urban and rural applications. Further, in the heavy-duty segment, we are presenting the first LNG option in tippers with Prima G.35K concept. All these 3 vehicles will deliver twin benefits of emission reduction as well as best-in-class operating economics. Let's have a look at these models.
As our nation's economy grows, our energy needs are also growing exponentially. And we at Tata Motors are committed to lead India's mobility story in smarter, more futuristic ways. The Tata Intra B20 is India's first biofuel pickup with a long range of over 800 kilometers. The new Tata Yodha CNG is an all-terrain, powerful and robust pickup with a range of 600 kilometers. Our search for smart energy solutions continues. Natural gas is an obvious choice, which offers the lowest cost of operations. Once liquefied as liquefied natural gas, or LNG, we get an even more effective fuel solution. Its density makes it more economical to transport. LNG is what runs our Prima G.35K, giving customers superior operating economics and also delivering a positive ecological impact, transforming mobility across multiple applications. We are getting India moving on a road that's greener than ever before.
So as I said, this was the first milestone towards sustainable transition. And this was part of our natural gas range. And we move on further. As we are preparing ourselves for transition towards zero emission vehicles, we are introducing two new generation architectures that are fuel agnostic, the new Signa and the new Azura. These are architectures which continue to build on our new premium tough design philosophy that characterizes our CV range, blending premium and aspirational designs with tough and robust looks. With a clearly identifiable visual DNA, this new design philosophy celebrates traditional Tata Motors values while demonstrating our vision for market leadership in the future too. Addressing the 28 to 55 ton range is the new Signa architecture. Its modular design enables integration of different fuel options to meet diverse application needs, as well as a modern cabin design with enhanced safety, utility, and superior driving comfort. The second architecture, in the 7 to 19 ton range, we are showcasing the new generation architecture, the Azura. The Azura comes with the best-in-class operating economics and state-of-the-art cabin features that include an all-new driver infotainment system to boost overall vehicle experience. Let's see a glimpse of the new Signa and the new Azura. So that was like laying the foundation for the future. Let's move on to the next step in sustainability transition. It is the zero-emission electric vehicles that are going to play a key role in decarbonizing the cargo and passenger mobility. We at Tata Motors have taken lead in this journey by introducing the Starbus EV and the Ace EV with specific focus on intra-city and urban mobility applications. Our fleet of more than 700 EV buses operating across 9 Indian cities have cumulatively covered more than 60 million kilometers. This represents a potential to reduce over 60,000 tons of carbon emission once the entire grid is decarbonized. Similarly, we are transforming the last mile delivery with the recently introduced ACE EV in collaboration with the leading e-commerce and FMCG players. In addition to Starbus EV and ACE EV, we are showcasing 3 more battery electric vehicle concepts today. The first one is the Magic electric vehicle for last mile passenger transportation. The second one is Ultra E.9 for intra-city high-capacity logistics. The third one is Prima E.28K, a tipper for construction and mining applications. These 5 electric vehicles together will address most of the intra-city application. Let's have a look.
At Tata Motors, we believe that electric vehicles are the future that has already arrived into the present. But it is also a present from us to our future generation. EVs are emission-free, noiseless and comfortable besides their superior operating economics. We kick-started this journey with the launch of the Starbus EV, which has changed the landscape for urban city commute. Inspired by the Shunya campaign and with deeper customer insights, we have now launched the ACE EV. Magic has been a successful commercial passenger vehicle on Indian roads for 15 years, and we are all set to give people a zero-emission EV for sustainable mass transport on wheels. The Ultra E.9 electric truck represents a perfect match for city cargo transport, shaping the future of urban mobility. Following it soon after would be the Prima E.28K, our first electric heavy commercial vehicle that will set the pace for decarbonizing Indian trucking. And we're not stopping anytime soon, making advancements every day, transforming mobility across multiple use cases. Thrilled to be in the driving seat as India moves towards a sustainable future that it deserves.
And that's our futuristic range. But let's move ahead. Battery electric vehicles may have a constraint to address the long-haul, heavy-duty applications, and therefore, hydrogen is a promising solution to reach net zero. With extensive research and development conducted on the hydrogen fuel cell technology for more than a decade, we are now ready to introduce this technology in India for commercial vehicle application. The Starbus fuel cell EV represents our first product for zero-emission, long-range passenger mobility, and the same is being developed as a part of our first order from Indian Oil to be delivered in the next financial year. In the cargo transport, for the long-haul cargo segments, we are showcasing the Prima E.55S, India's first hydrogen fuel cell powered truck concept. Let's have a look at these vehicles.
At Tata Motors, we want to transform cargo mobility in India by moving the needle on things that matter. It means redesigning, rebuilding, even rethinking the way we move. Introducing hydrogen fuel cell technology that allows hydrogen to be a viable fuel with only water as the byproduct. Championing this technology, introducing the Tata Prima E.55S, a fuel cell tractor, the ultimate destination for net zero emissions in trucking, using renewable energy, delivering all the benefits of an electric vehicle along with a much longer driving range. Then there's the Starbus Fuel Cell EV, which is all set to be the first ever hydrogen-fueled bus in India. Not only are they better for the environment, these buses also have a longer range and shorter refueling time. We are transforming mobility across multiple segments and getting India to move forward in cleaner, more sustainable ways.
While hydrogen fuel cell is in advanced stages of development, a promising alternative in the form of hydrogen fuel internal combustion engine technology is also emerging on the horizon, especially for long-haul heavy-duty segments. We are now unveiling Prima H.55S, India's first internal combustion engine powered concept truck, which has the potential to be a game changer for Indian trucking as the country marches towards the hydrogen economy. With this comprehensive range, Tata Motors commercial vehicles is getting ready to reshape its journey towards achieving net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2045. We will now have a look at the H2 ICE vehicle.
At Tata Motors, as pioneers in transportation technology, we are looking to the future and applying learnings from the past. And that's why we are developing engines that use newer age fuels like hydrogen on the ICE platform. By making the right modifications to it, we redesigned the internal combustion engine to use hydrogen. Not only does it have fewer polluting byproducts, it easily integrates with the conventional transmission and auxiliary system. As seen in our Prima H.55S tractor, it's innovations like these that are helping us reduce the climate footprint of heavy long-distance transport and transforming mobility across multiple powertrains. Getting India to step on the accelerator and put that eco-friendly foot forward on its path to the future.
right, well, thank you so much. That was a media opportunity for pictures. And of course, we have with us our Executive Director, Mr. Wag. And needless to say, I think we now have to have a bigger round.
EV side, yeah. No. So we.
Well, it's great to see how Tata Motors commercial vehicle segment is now transforming mobility in India and for its consumers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after this, I'm sure you're all excited to see what more does Tata Motors have in store for all of you. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to be moving from this stage to the other stage because we are going to be moving into the private vehicle segment now. I want everybody here to please be seated. You can see me live right here on the screens while I move on to the next stage.
Wait, her mic. Switch on Sonali's mic, guys. What are you doing?
All right, well, thank you so much once again. And now we're ready to move on. As you all know that we are extremely humbled to have with us the chairman of Tata Motors Limited, Mr. N. Chandrasekaran. And now I would request him to please say a few words and set the context for this evening with his speech. A big round of applause for the man of the moment, please. Welcome, sir.
Good evening to all of you, and let me start with wishing you all a happy 2023. I'm absolutely delighted to be here in Auto Show 2023 on Tata Motors launch of a number of vehicles. As you know, Tata Motors, in line with our group's total commitment to sustainable mobility, has been leading the charge both in commercial vehicles and passenger cars towards new mobility. At the Tata Group, we are engaged in three major transitions: the digital transition, energy transition, and supply chain transition. All of this are driving change and driving growth, not only for the Tata Group, but for the Indian economy. Specifically on energy transition, we have a group-wide sustainability initiative called Alingana, where we are driving sustainability through three pillars. One is our commitment to zero emission. Second, our commitment to circular economy. And the third, to preserve nature and biodiversity. And every group company is working together to achieve these three significant goals, also using this as a unique opportunity for economic growth. Our goal is to achieve net zero by 2045, and Tata Motors is driving this change at great speed across the board. And as you know, when we first decided to move into electric vehicles in 2018, it was made possible by bringing together the collective strength of Tata Group companies from Tata Auto Components, Tata Chemicals, Tata Technologies, TCS, Tata Power, and a number of other companies working together with Tata Motors to launch our first electric vehicle. From then on, we have come a long way. You just heard Girish give you a detailed account of a huge portfolio of products in the commercial vehicle space. For us, it is not only about electric vehicles, it's about every new technology that can drive this change to deliver a zero carbon emission travel, and at the same time give customers a range of choices as well as driving comfort. And you already witnessed our commitment through electric vehicles, CNG, hydrogen fuel cells, and hydrogen-powered internal combustion engine vehicles for long-distance mobility. While in the commercial vehicles, a comprehensive view has been taken to bring new mobility to urban and intracity transport. Efforts are already on for long-distance, heavy-duty need for commercial trucking and buses. In the passenger cars, we have already had successful launches in the last 3-4 years, and we are grateful to Indian consumers for the tremendous encouragement that we have got, and we are confident that we chose the right strategy. And I truly believe that the transition to electric mobility in India will happen much faster than what we are imagining. So towards this, we have a number of products lined up. Some, not only the customer comfort, driving comfort, but the whole digital experience, the interiors, the technology that will help consumers enormously will be on par with world-class standards. That's the kind of investment we are making, and we want to see this change happen and Indian consumers enjoy world-class products in this space. Thank you all very much. I wish you all have a great show.
Thank you so much, Chairman, sir. With a vision like that, I just can't wait to see the product lineup, especially in the passenger and electric vehicle segment. Well, I hope that all of you are all set and geared up for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, for over 3 decades now, Tata Motors has been innovating in a technology. We have been pushing boundaries. We have been redefining comfort and luxury and making sure that every driving experience is exhilarating, not only for the person sitting behind the wheel, but also for their families and communities. And now to tell us more about its plans for the passenger and electric vehicle segment, I would request the Managing Director, Tata Motors Passenger Vehicles Limited and Tata Passenger Electric Mobility, Mr. Shailesh Chandra, to please take on. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sonali. Good afternoon, friends, and I welcome you all to our pavilion. The passenger vehicle business has been focused on creating innovations and disruptions to constantly move India forward. From giving India its first indigenously made SUV and passenger car, to India's first GN-CAP 5-star rated car and India's first mass market accessible EV, we have been moving India forward to safer, smarter, and greener mobility while connecting the aspiration of our customers. We understand that India, a car is not just a need for mobility, but a progression in the customer's lifestyle, which has immense emotional quotient. With our new forever philosophy, we have refreshed and upgraded our portfolio with speed and agility in line with fast evolving customer needs and lifestyles. Our passenger vehicle business has witnessed a robust growth on the back of strong consumer connect. Our diverse product portfolio is being appreciated for its high standards of design, safety, comfort, and modern features. This has helped us deliver an industry-beating growth in 2022. We crossed the distinctive milestone of 5 lakh units. Our aggressive approach in the EV segment helped us create the right awareness and expand our customer base, helping us cross the 50,000 EV sales feet in 2022. Going ahead, we will maintain our growth momentum and work towards further strengthening our product portfolio in ICE as well as EVs. We have an action-packed event today with as many as 3, 4, 5 unveils I have lost count of now. But before we get into unveils, let me spend a few minutes sharing with you an overview for today. Friends, customers today are looking for cars which offer enhanced performance, fuel efficiency, and an environmentally friendly drive with alternate fuel options. So we have some exciting lineup of showcases from our ICE portfolio as we continue to refine our new forever range of cars and SUVs with next generation engines and alternate fuels. We understand how upcoming trends will influence India, so we are working towards the right balance of rich features and performance to offer enhanced comfort and convenience to our customers. The SUV market is expected to further get segmented. In line with this trend, we are also expanding our SUV range with new body styles, and you'll shortly see some of them. On the EV side, we are ready to drive in the next phase of e-mobility with an array of exciting and aspirational showcases. Now, without further ado, let's move on to our showcases. Customer needs are getting very individualistic, and the hashtag dark edition of Harrier and Safari on display here are an example of how we are addressing specific needs with SUV personas that match their lifestyles. For performance enthusiasts, the Altroz Racer and the sporty version of the Tiago EV in their fun-to-drive avatars will set your pulses racing with their drivability and on-road presence. Catering to the needs of enhanced performance, along with lower emissions, we are today unveiling a new family of turbocharged gasoline direct injection engines. These lightweight power-packed engines will deliver a superb balance between power refinement and fuel economy, offering customers an exhilarating drive performance. On display, we have two new advanced TGDI engines in 1.2 liter and 1.5 liter versions, which will enhance the on-road performance of Tata cars in the immediate future. Customers are increasingly choosing alternate fuel options with the intent of economical as well as eco-friendly drive. And as you are aware, CNG as a fuel with wide availability and accessibility has gained a lot of acceptance. However, opting for a CNG meant compromising on aspirational feature and give up the boot space significantly. In January 2022, we addressed the first compromise by launching the advanced iCNG technology in Tiago and Tigor, offering superior performance and top-end features. Today, we are all set to disrupt the CNG segment, presenting the twin-cylinder technology on the Altros and Punch iCNG versions. This means, ladies and gentlemen, no more compromising on boot space. As you are aware, that Tata Motors pioneered the SUV category in India. Our approach has been to cater to SUV needs of performance and versatility. The success of Punch, Nexon, Harrier, and Safari is a proof that Indian customers have an appetite for modern design in SUVs. In April 2022, we showcased the Curve concept in its EV version with a promise to be different by design. We are delighted to showcase today the ICE version of Concept Curve, merging the robust appeal of an SUV with an elegant and sporty silhouette of a coupe. The Curve has found the perfect balance between elegance, performance, and practicality, making its way on the Indian roads in 2024, presenting the Concept Curve different by design. Hope the curve in its blaze red avatar set your pulse racing. Friends, today is a momentous day as we take a giant leap in moving India forward towards a greener future. The automobile industry alone contributes to 18% of global emissions. Therefore, curbing emissions as an industry is important to drive the world towards a carbon neutral tomorrow. The shift to sustainable mobility is irreversible, and Tata Motors will be amongst the leaders of green mobility globally. We aim to attain net zero emissions by 2040 for the passenger vehicle business. Electrification of auto industry is important for reduction in emissions as well as reducing dependency on import of fossil fuels. The government of India has been playing a key role in electrification of e-mobility. Aside from policy and ecosystem development, the rising adoption of EVs in India is also a result of positive feedback from the early buyers. Over 50,000 customers have adopted Tata Motors EVs, a number which seemed a very distant dream a few years back. Nearly 70% of these customers are now using electric cars as their primary or only car. EV contribution in our portfolio is likely to increase to 25% in 5 years and reach 50% by 2030. The future is truly here. With our Gen 1 products, we instilled confidence in our customers to evolve to electric with Nexon EV and Tigor EV. Our last introduction, Tiago EV, which is also on display here, has accelerated the adoption by making it accessible to masses. Our Gen 2 products will witness enhanced range, performance, and charging while retaining our core attributes of safety, reliability, and comfort. And you will shortly see a bold expression of the capability of our Gen 2 architecture. With Gen 3, we will take giant strides towards pure EV architecture. It gives me a sense of pride and intense optimism to introduce the new breed of EVs that will redefine the automobile space. We showcased our most admired concept, which is making its smashing public debut this Auto Expo 2023. The Avinya concept, based on our Gen 3 architecture, is an expression of our vision of a pure electric vehicle. Derived from the Sanskrit language, the name Avinya stands for innovation. The Avinya concept introduces a new typology of mobility that liberates enormous roominess and comfort, not restricted by traditional segmentation. It comes packed with new age technology, software, and artificial intelligence that work in the background to deliver wellness and tranquility during transit. Providing an extremely premium yet simple and calming customer experience, this concept will be fairly accessible to a majority of customers of fast-growing, high-volume segments of today. This path-breaking EV will be introduced to the market by the end of 2025. presenting to you, Avinya, our vision for the future of e-mobility. With customer confidence growing in EVs, the need to go for longer drives and explore new paths with an EV is rapidly emerging. We have combined our Gen 2 EV architecture with the Omega architecture, which enables us to deliver a versatile SUV in its electric avatar with an unmatched road presence. Born of legendary pedigree, the Harrier offers an extraordinary exterior design and future-ready connectivity. The 5-seater monocoque SUV is engineered on the Omega architecture derived from the legendary Land Rover D8 architecture and developed in collaboration with Jaguar Land Rover. We are now extending this pedigree to the Gen 2 EV architecture, offering several advanced features like dual motor setup, all-wheel drive, V2L and V2V charging, edge computing for seamless connectivity, cloud-connected telematics, and over-the-air updates. What you see today is a production intent concept introducing the Harrier EV, a bold, powerful, intelligent, electric all-wheel drive SUV. Harrier EV made history then, made electric, and all-wheel drive now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to a little bit of happiness. Individuals and families are seeking happiness. They are decluttering, planning downtime, making healthier choices, all in pursuit of happiness. But where is happiness?
Where is happiness?
It's here. In the birth of America.
Happiness is in my garage.
Happiness is seeing that first stunner and knowing that your holiday has just begun.
Happiness is when my friends are. And also when I create a perfect playlist for our road trips.
Happiness is in silence. When you think what she might be thinking, and you're right.
Happiness is in every memory of today and every memory of tomorrow.
Where is happiness?
Happiness is at home. My home.